If you have time to pull yourself away from one of the amazing new cozy games that were released in September, then have no fear because October also has some great new titles releasing. If, however, your bank account is still a little bit drained and you want something new to play, don't forget about the Steam Next Fest, which will have a bunch of new demos to try. The Next Fest runs between the 9th and 16th of October. But without further ado, let's get back to what we're here for and check out some brand new cozy games. The first game I want to talk about is probably one of the cutest releasing this month. This is A Tiny Sticker Tale. On the 4th of October, this game will release onto the Switch and PC. This is a charming and wholesome little puzzle game. I played the demo of this all the way back in June and I really did enjoy it. In this game, you must place stickers to create scenes, and then you can watch the story unfold as you progress through the different quests. You interact with a wider range of characters, and the dialogue was quite light-hearted, which is always a bonus for me. I was immediately a fan of the art style, and there are a variety of different scenes or backdrops to explore. This game is quite a simple one, so if you do enjoy puzzle games that aren't too complex, then this will definitely be appealing for you. A Tiny Sticker Tale isn't so spooky, but this next game is. This is Harvest Island, and October is a spooky month, and if you're a horror fan who loves to relax with a farming sim, then look no further with Harvest Island. This releases on October 10th on the PC, but the demo is available now on Steam if you cannot wait. This is a story-driven farming simulator, where you can do all of your favourite farming activities, including milk cows, pet goats, and of course, plant crops. But do not stray too far from the farm unless you are prepared for the secrets and mysteries that surround the remote island. If you do venture beyond the farm boundary, you may encounter some wild animals that you can befriend and forage some items to collect. One of the most interesting features about this game is that it takes into account tidal fluctuations, which may reveal sea creatures or even open up new exploration paths, which actually sounds very appealing. Of course, there is no escaping the wonderful pixel graphics, which if you didn't know, I am a huge fan of. So although I am probably one of the biggest wimps ever, I think that combined with everything I've just said is probably enough of a reason for me to pick this game up. Keeping with that spooky theme, Witchy's life story is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch and Xbox on October 19th. This game was initially released on the PC back in September 2022, but you'll be finally able to enjoy it on other consoles too. This game follows a young witch's first job as the village witch. You'll be able to tend to your garden and use your collected plants in magical recipes. You'll also be able to do witchy things such as crafting spells, performing tarot readings, and lead guided meditations. There are great character customization options in the game, and you'll also be able to decorate your own altar. In the game, there are also 3 romanceable characters. Will you find someone to take to the festival, or will you end up with your cat and broomstick by yourself? You'll have to find out. The 4th game on our list is another one that's on the spooky side. This is Good Bones. If you need yet more spookiness in your life, then Good Bones is releasing on Steam on the 20th of October. This is a narrative point-and-click game where the goal is to discover the secrets of your new house, which just happens to be haunted. The story does look to have quite a lot of depth to it, but be aware if you're thinking about playing this game, grief does feature as a theme, so just bear that in mind. The graphics of this game look really smooth and clean, which is very appealing, but they also have this kind of purple tinge to it and kind of have that spooky feel as well. If you want to try this game before you purchase, the demo is available now to download on Steam. Okay, that's enough spookiness. These next games are definitely a bit less eerie. If you love relaxing puzzle games with beautiful wholesome graphics, then you will love Station to Station. I have played the demo for this game and thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll link the video in the description below for you. The aim of this game is to make different railway connections between varying types of infrastructure, including farms and cities. There are engaging yet puzzling tasks that you will have to use your brain to solve, from figuring out supply chains to making sure you maximize your stacking bonuses. It is challenging yet not too pressured, as everything is done at your own pace, which I love. For a puzzle game, this really does have a relaxing feel to it, and that's not just because of the gameplay. I also love the voxel style graphics, which wonderfully showcase the different biomes. Station to Station releases on Steam on October 3rd. Another relaxing puzzle game also releasing this October is Naruu, The Forgotten Lands. It'll be releasing on the 2nd of October, and this is a beautiful narrative-driven puzzle game which has some absolutely beautiful backdrops and sceneries. The puzzles do seem a little bit more challenging than some of the other games that I've covered, but you have a guardian that will escort you through the levels and give you some hints when needed. As you progress, you will collect keys to unlock more biomes and locations, and throughout the levels you will also find human statues that will unlock different stories. This game looks really unique and definitely worth taking a look at if you're a puzzle game fan. The second farming sim to make it onto today's list is Forest Spirit. This is a pixel graphic farming sim which goes into early access on Steam on October 3rd. From what I've seen so far, everything looks pretty standard for a farming sim. You settle down on a barren land and get to build your own farm by gathering resources, getting to know the locals, taking care of animals, and obviously your crops. There is also fishing and exploration too, which has some monsters to fight in it, so if you're not a fan of combat, just bear that in mind. I'm very tempted to purchase this game, even though it looks like a fair few other games. I think I would like to give it a run for its money and see if it can actually stack up against them. If you're looking for a new farm / cozy life sim RPG with a bit of a difference, then the second Cattails game finally releases this month. This is Cattails Wildwood Story. It'll be dropping on Steam and the Nintendo Switch on October 20th. If you aren't familiar with this franchise, you get to become a cat and lead your very own cat colony. In the game, you can hunt prey, harvest herbs, collect magical treasures, and defend your home. There are other cats to befriend and even date, and if you want to, you can get married. A cat wedding is a wedding I would attend. You're also able to decorate your very own town to your cat's liking. Don't forget the litter tray. There is so much to this game, honestly, and I don't think that you need to be a cat fan to enjoy it. I definitely have this on my wish list. On October 24th, we will see another much awaited sequel make its release. This is, of course, Cities Skylines 2. As a fan of SimCity back in the day, these types of games are always super appealing to me. This game is all about building your own city and trying to make it run successfully. I say trying because mine always fail epically. They start off all hunky-dory and then they take a very steady decline quite quickly. So do not vote for me in a general election. This game is touted as the most realistic city builder ever, and judging by the trailer, it does look pretty promising. If perhaps you don't want to run your own city, why not try running your own planet? You can do just that in Farlands First Landing. This adorable game is releasing on Steam on October 19th, and it is a farming simulation game with one major twist. You are on a galaxy far, far away. In this game, you get to experience what life would be like on a pixel 2D style planet and build your farm from the space rock up. Will you be able to turn this planet into a thriving homestead, or will you end up crash landing back to Earth? This game is going straight on my wish list. And the final game on the list is a good old point and click hidden object game. This is Hidden Through Time 2 Myths and Magic. This is a hand-drawn Where's Wally style game, which is always very appealing to me and super relaxing. There is a story mode where you can travel through 4 magical eras. You can also create your very own unique experiences with the architect tool, which is pretty cool. I like that about this. You don't see it in many kind of hit point and click hidden object games, which is nice. This game releases on the 5th of October. You'll have to keep your eyes peeled for it though. So there we have it. There are my kind of top picks from October's new cozy game releases. Let me know what you think about them. Are you going to be picking up any of these titles? Are you excited for them? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.